Hey everyone, it's Mary with Sayre Seer. This is your weekly tarot for Capricorn. This is for August 1st through the 7th, 2019. Hope your day is going well. Okay, so here we go. We have the Warrior here. We have the Medicine Guardian. And we have the Eight of Cups. And we have the Four of Air. Four Swords. Eight of Water, Eight of Cups. And both of those are reversed. Excuse me. Put this up a little bit. Alright. So, we're going to expand on these. Before I just go any deeper, we're going to kind of do it all at once. Okay? Alright, so, just getting these cards ready real quick. Alright, so over here, this is for the Warrior. This is Strength reversed. And we have Seven of Swords reversed. And then over here for the Medicine Guardian, we have the Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. We have the Hangman reversed. Okay, and now we're going to do the Eight of Cups reversed. It's going to be Death. And the Knight of Cups. Okay, so now we have the Four of Swords reversed. Justice reversed. And the Eight of Pentacles. Alright. Let's just take a look here. Alright. Alright, so we have the Warrior here, and so that the Warrior says these are the angel and ancestor cards, oracles. The Warrior reminds us to be fearless and stand strong. So I'm going to pull these two and we're going to talk about this. Alright, so be fearless and stand strong when facing adversity. This looks like that this is deception, cheating, stealing. And so you may want to take a look at this situation as quickly as you can, but you feel that you don't have strength to do this. So strength reversed. This can also be after this discovery. It kind of depends on how you do this as a reader. So you know about the deception. Maybe you need to confront this. Don't have the strength. But the Warrior is telling you to be fearless and stand strong. So the way we change is by confronting things. If we want things to be different, we have to be willing to. It doesn't have to be a fight, but it's a figure of speech, okay? A figure of speech. We have to be willing to fight for what's right, okay? And so if you saw somebody being hurt or an animal being hurt, would you go run to that animal and help them? Try to help them? Would you tell somebody to stop? So when somebody's doing that to us, then we need to be willing to say, stop, you're hurting me. And if we're doing this to someone else, and somebody says, stop, you're hurting me, and we just say that they're just, whatever, we make a judgment about it, and it's negative, because we want to continue on, then that's a tough place to be, because that's something you'll pay for. It's one thing if we don't know it, but it's another thing if we know it and we continue to do it, or we do it anyway. Okay? We can all make excuses for bad behavior, but it's an excuse. That's what an excuse means. It's a reason when you know better. So this could be about you, Capricorn. This could be about the person you're dealing with, or people you know, or someone specific, and this could resonate all or in part, okay? So sorry. So the medicine guardian asks us to be open to healing information, okay? So in connecting with your ancestors, and there's a lot of different ways to heal. It's not just with the medical industry, and I'm not saying that that's bad, good or bad. I'm not making a judgment there, but sometimes there's a spiritual healing, there's a family healing, and there's like healing your karma. Why is this happening? Have I done this to other people? Why am I doing this? Did somebody do it to me? And how did I feel? And what makes it right that somebody can continue this on? It's understandable how people get into situations, but once we know better, that's different. Okay? So, medicine guardian, be open to healing information. There's this person here. This is the Six of Pentacles. Somebody that's cheating somebody. See that? There's 5 pentacles behind this person's back, and then there's persons down here kind of groveling. Oh, please let me have a pentacle. This is a person that is authority, or there's a class difference, and is quite, it seems like it's kind of enjoying lording over this other person. That would be lording over someone else. That would be part of this. You can see how that's going. Well, and people justify things. Here's an example. Well, I'm the one that works, and that may be my wife, but she doesn't work, so she doesn't need it, and she doesn't know what I do. Need to know what I do. Well, that's a tough one. Okay. So maybe the other person is somebody that you don't think would ever make those choices, never do something behind your back. But be careful, because it is going to come back. It always does. So I'm not saying I know anything, because I don't. But be careful what you think you're sure of. So those who have plans and that do things under the radar are very good at it. That's why we call it under the radar. Okay? If you think a person would never do blankety blank, then that's a statement you might want to be careful with. I don't know where that came from, but it's just a message. Okay, so we have the hangman here. The hangman is reversed. So here's the thing. There's a cycle here that feels negative, There's a hangman here that's reversed. This means that somebody's is denying that they need to make a change or look at something from a different angle. Warrior. Okay, warrior. I don't think it's obvious. I don't think that the warrior is this person here. No, the warrior is a person that is a warrior inside, and they don't know it yet. But they're going to learn about themselves. And this is why this is happening. Because they've allowed their power to be taken away too many times. Okay? So, the hangman says, reverse. So somebody's not looking at the situation from a different perspective. They're not seeing the truth. I don't know if this is the warrior or if this is this person. This person, we know, not seeing things from the truth. Because they wouldn't be treating other people this way. That's just is what it is. Okay? All right, we're moving on now. So we have the 8 of water reversed. So this is... so sorry. This is... So when it's upright, you're moving away from something. When it's reversed, you're going back towards something. What are we going back towards? Are we moving, trying to resurrect something that died? No? Well, maybe we're trying to move on from, no, but this is going back. So let's just stay with this thought. Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is somebody that's offering love. They're offering love to somebody. So my question here is, are you going back to an old relationship to escape this? Because somehow you think you're going to get justice there? Or are you going back to the person that did this thinking you're going to get justice there? Thinking if you offer that that's going to change things. Okay, so Four of Air reversed. But wait, there's more. I know it's hard sometimes. Four of Air reverse is, this is like a timeout. Kind of resting, a rehabilitation, a recovery. But this is put like a separation that was forced, or a recovery that was forced. So it could have been a hospitalization. So we have the Guardian here. And I'm wondering if somebody kind of got sick from the stress, or was hurt. Somebody was hurt from some kind of situation. Not sure if it was a relationship, but maybe in a physical hurt. Okay. And being separated on purpose. So sometimes that could be jail. It could be rehab. It could be hospitalization. It could be, I got to go to my mom's house because this is getting too violent. Something like that. I don't know where that came from. So it's a message. All right. So going back after having a rest, rehabilitation, a forced rehabilitation. Justice reversed. So this is when the scales aren't balanced, okay? Somebody's giving more and somebody's getting less. Person's getting, it's uneven. There's somebody taking advantage, and that's really obvious here, see? Obvious here. And somebody doesn't have the strength to face it. And this is a card of working on something, and see how he's making every one of these pentacles. This is like a card of mastery, like mastering your skill. Each pentacle. So I'm kind of curious as what these pentacles represent to you. These pentacles. Two cards of pentacles. Okay. I don't know. It almost seems like maybe somebody, maybe you made somebody move out. Somebody had to move out because you weren't being treated right. Because you stood up for yourself. But they want to come back. They want to come back into your womb. But you see right here, this animal has another baby. You can't put that baby back up there. It's gotten too far now. But yet, are we considering taking somebody back after great? I mean, there's an imbalance here, and it feels kind of scary. You know, feels unsafe. We should never let somebody abuse us, and make sure you get help. I would think carefully about doing anything like this. There's healing that needs to be done, but it also has to do with someone's spirit here. Both people. The person that's going back and the person that's doing this. But this is, it's like codependence. Codependence is when you have to be with somebody that's kind of not equal. It's not an equal relationship because you're giving all your power away. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But you feel like you can't live without that person because you don't know how to do to give yourself what you need. People expect other people to do it, and nobody can do that for us. We have to do that for ourselves. That's why it's never balanced. But when you get two people like that, it's incredibly destructive, and it feels like it. So it becomes almost that becomes obsession in itself. And if there is addictions in it, this is one of the addictions. That's why it's called codependence. So, sorry. Okay, we're going to do a couple of mente cards, okay? I communicate with compassion. I regard all altars with respect. So this is, respecting all people's beliefs, who they are, what they want to be without judgment, but still doing what's right for us, okay? What's right for us emotionally. And we have the two pillars, that's like balance. And communicating with compassion, we can say no if we need to, without having to show up as a warrior. We can say no. I need to do what's right for me. It doesn't have to be all or nothing, which either side you're on or anybody's on. We don't have to get mad at somebody to get our way or to get a point across. If somebody doesn't want to listen, we can't force them to listen. All we can do is release them from the conversation. So, Capricorn, it's quite a week here. My thoughts are with you.